Look, Rockstar messed up a few things with driving in some of their older games, and if they repeat those same mistakes in GTA 6, our whole experience is gonna get ruined. I mean, the GTA series literally started as a driving game called Race and Chase, and ever since then, driving has basically been GTA's second name. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about 10 mistakes Rockstar cannot afford to repeat with vehicles and driving in GTA 6. So let's take a look at the previous GTA games. One of the biggest problems in GTA 5 is that the cars don't feel like they have any weight while you're driving, which means even when you're going full speed, you can still take pretty solid turns without really needing to brake. Yeah, the handling definitely improved, but because there's no real sense of weight, your car ends up flying off the road way too often. And it happens way too easily, like way easier than it should. This is mostly because there's almost no downforce. When you're driving fast, the air pushing down on the car is supposed to keep it planted on the road. But in GTA 5, that effect is pretty much non-existent. That's why some F1 cars can literally drive upside down in a tunnel. And honestly, so many of the cars feel the same to drive. Like if you've driven 10 different cars in a game, it's basically like you've driven all of them, because they all feel way too similar. Maybe that's because Rockstar made the cars more arcadey, focusing more on fun instead of realism. And the thing is, Rockstar kinda did this because GTA 4's driving is something people are super split on. Some say it's the best, others call it a straight-up nightmare. The cars are so realistic that you basically can't have fun while driving. You pick up a little speed, and 2 minutes later, there's a turn you have to take, and you just can't make it. And the biggest problem is with motorcycles. They're pretty much unusable, although it did get better in the Lost and Damned DLC. Console players usually say GTA 4's PC port was messed up, and that's why it felt like that. And we only play GTA 4 on PC, so you tell me what your opinion is. But yeah, after GTA 4's driving, Rockstar got a lot of backlash, so they made the driving arcadey. And now GTA 5 is getting backlash for that too. So for GTA 6, the best case scenario would be a proper balance. Cars should have some weight, but still be fun to drive. Then comes the whole thing with futuristic vehicles, which honestly is the same arcade-style problem all over again. The Doomsday Heist update in GTA Online was cool, but after that, we started getting a ton of vehicles that just don't fit. They're way too overpowered and honestly pretty unrealistic. A GTA game is supposed to be based on realism, right? Whatever time period the game is set in, the vehicles should match that, whether it's cars, boats, planes, or helicopters. But GTA Online straight up has a flying bike called the Oppressor, and it's basically become the poster child for everything wrong with the game. And on top of that, you've got laser weapons and tanks that are insanely overpowered for a game like this. Like, who even needs a flying car or bike when we already have planes and helicopters? And we can't even use the argument that these vehicles are optional, and you can just avoid them. Because even if you don't use them, other players in the lobby will, and they won't let you play the game in peace. So your gameplay is gonna get affected sooner or later. Honestly, it would have been better to leave this stuff to modder. Anyone who likes this futuristic vibe could just install single-player mods and add whatever crazy vehicles they want. Otherwise, they could have made separate online modes where only interested players jump into futuristic battles, so everyone else's experience doesn't get ruined. Tell me what you think in the comments. And yeah, make sure you like the video if you agree with this point of view. Now, this point might sound a little contradictory to what I just said, but hear me out. I think there's actually room for some experimental vehicles in GTA 6. The kind we used to get in older GTA games, like the jetpack in San Andreas and even the hovercraft. For some reason, both of those were missing in GTA 4 and GTA 5. And before anyone tries to label them as futuristic, let me remind you that these things exist in real life. Hovercrafts are super common, and some countries' militaries even use them. And people have actually tried making jetpacks inspired by Iron Man, like Jetlev's water jetpacks, which are literally used in Miami. You could literally glide over Vice City's waters in the air. And now we're getting land jetpacks too. Honestly, crazy experiments are happening everywhere in the world when it comes to vehicles. Flying cars, flying taxis, even jet cars. None of this is futuristic anymore. It's all becoming real. So instead of laser weapons and unrealistic vehicles, the focus could shift to experimental ones. And anyway, GTA 6 is gonna be set in the current time period. Then there's the weird car damage in GTA 5, which honestly was way better in GTA 4. In GTA 4, if your car crashed, you'd actually see dents right where you hit something, and then the body would deform. Since it's metal, it's supposed to bend. But for some reason, Rockstar removed all that in GTA 5, where cars barely deform at all. It almost feels like they're made of plastic, like they just fall apart instead of crunching the way they should. And funny enough, GTA Online's damage system is considered a little better than GTA 5's single player, mostly because the car models keep getting updated. For GTA 6, the best inspiration they can look at is BeamNG Drive. Its damage system is on another level. But yeah, that might be asking for too much. Another big problem GTA 6 needs to avoid is the traffic AI issues, because even though GTA 4 and GTA 5 are pretty advanced, their traffic AI can get super annoying. Even if you're just trying to drive straight, some random NPC will show up and crash into you, or a truck will pull out right in front of you. The ones that made me the most angry were the taxi drivers in GTA 4. You can't even tell what they're doing or where they're trying to go. Sometimes it feels like they're doing it on purpose. Yeah, maybe it adds challenge and fits the chaotic, satirical vibe of GTA, but sometimes you just want to play some music and cruise around the city without hitting anything even once. We could do that in GTA Vice City and San Andreas, but in GTA 4 and 5, it's almost impossible. Yeah, GTA is basically known for driving, but that doesn't mean we should only be driving cars the whole time. If you look at all the GTA games, the focus on boats and water vehicles has been almost nothing. It's so low that we still end up flying planes and helicopters, but we barely ever use boats, and there are mainly two reasons for that. First, there are barely any missions that actually use boats, and second, boats are just kinda boring. But GTA 6 can totally fix this. Vice City and Leonida are gonna have tons of water bodies, whether it's the Everglades, swamps, small rivers, or the entire ocean. If these are designed properly, we'll finally be able to use water vehicles to escape the cops. Along with big boats and yachts, we need small and fast boats that we can use for regular travel. And they should be easy to access. Like they could add small docks all over the place so you can just hop on a boat. There could be missions that take place entirely on water. And they could add side activities too, like shipwrecks, fishing, and more. Then, one big complaint people have with GTA 5 is the motorcycles. Rockstar barely gives them any attention. Just look at GTA Online. Every update drops new cars, but it's like bikes don't even exist. A YouTuber named Falls explained this really well in his video. There are only around 29 to 30 bikes in the entire game, and even the ones we do have feel kinda weird. Their sound just isn't good, so you don't get that satisfaction when you ride them. And their balancing is off too. Superbikes actually handle better on mud roads than dirt bikes, which makes zero sense. It should be the other way around. That's why a lot of people say GTA 5's motorcycles are mid. And in GTA 6, we need way more bikes and way better ones, so we can experience the speed the way it's meant to be. And don't forget the endless stoppies and wheelies we can do. Tell me if you agree with this point or not. If we look at GTA 4, some players didn't like the driving partly because the roads feel super claustrophobic. And yeah, a New York-inspired Liberty City is gonna be like that. But there still aren't any long highways or countryside areas where traffic is light and you can actually push supercars or fast cars to their max speed. You can't really do that on any road in the city. There's so much traffic everywhere that no matter how good you are at driving, you're gonna crash into someone if you try going full speed. GTA 5 has plenty of problems, sure, but at least it has long highways where you can hit good speeds and enjoy long drives with some nice views. GTA 4's roads are so narrow that it literally triggers claustrophobia. And finally, there's this point that aside from making cars more realistic, Rockstar hasn't really added any special features. Yeah, we can customize stuff now, and that'll probably get expanded in GTA 6, but there could be some actually fun features too. Like in Sleeping Dogs, there were 2 extra buttons. One lets you ram other cars, and the other lets you drift. You could even jump out of your moving car onto another car or bike and take control of it. Yeah, it sounds a little over the top, but Rockstar could definitely plan some new features like that. And honestly, this is where your input matters. What new stuff could show up in GTA 6? Maybe being able to open the trunk? Maybe adjusting seats or something? Tell me in the comments. By the way, GTA 6's police system is getting a full overhaul, and if you want to know everything about that, check out the video on the left. And if you want to see the problems Rockstar has to fix before GTA 6 drops, watch the video on the right. Do subscribe for more GTA videos, and till then, peace out.